What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Servida, and today I am giving you 3 vocal mixing tips for beginners. In this video, I am using FL Studio, but these tips are applicable on all your digital audio workstations. The first tip is to EQ your reverb. Okay, so I have this recording. Let's let it play out first.
Make sure to take the low end off your reverb.
This is a dry vocal, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put reverb onto it. What I like to do is put the wet all the way up, dry all the way down, and then we're just gonna move this dry wet knob. So let me just find the sweet spot.
Take the low end off your reverb.
For this example, I'm gonna be using a lot more reverb just so you can hear the difference. There's usually gonna be a parameter in your reverb where you can maybe EQ it out. This one just has a low cut. So I'm gonna move this up, and what this is doing is cutting out all the bottom end from the reverb. I'll play it and I'll gradually increase the low cut.
Make sure to take the low end off your reverb.
So if you heard that just now, what the low cut did was it took out pretty much all the muddiness on the lower end, but it still keeps the tail that glues the vocals together. These next 2 vocal tips are for the rappers. Okay, tip number 2. So I have this little loop.
Parallel compression, YouTube straight flexing, automated delay, more heat on the way.
So the second tip is parallel compression, and we're using it to give a bit more energy in the vocals. Here's the original vocal.
Parallel compression,
I pitched it down just for fun.
YouTube straight flexing.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna duplicate this vocal, so boom, and I'm gonna put that on a separate mixer track. So now they're playing alongside each other. Now I'm gonna do is open up a compressor. I'm gonna turn the threshold down, I'm gonna turn the ratio up, I'm gonna bring the attack and release down, and then I'm just gonna turn the gain up all the way up. Okay, this is obviously too loud, but that's why we call it parallel compression. So we're gonna pretty much bring it to the bottom, and I'm gonna just ease in and see how much of this I actually want. And there's like a sweet spot that gives you a bit of color to your vocals. And then you can just bypass it, turn it off and on to see the difference.
Automated delay, more heat on the way. Parallel
Yeah, I like it right here. Last tip is automated delay. Now in the vocals, I left a bit of space here. That space is usually good for ad-libs, but let's say you didn't do that. A quick way to fill in that space is to use delay. I have a delay. I make the time every 4, and then I put a bit of a high pass on it.
Parallel compression.
So the delay is going over each other and it doesn't sound too good. What we're gonna do is pretty much just turn it off and on during these empty spaces, so it doesn't clash with the original vocals. So what I'm gonna do first is highlight the part I want, and then I'm going to make an automation clip. And now we're going to turn it off and on right here. When it's at the bottom, that means it's off. When it's at the top, it means it's on.
Pressure.
Then all I have to do is just click whenever I want to. So I think it's at the same spot each time. Let's hear it.
Parallel compression, YouTube straight flexing, automated delay, more.
I'm gonna move this one over.
Parallel automated delay, more heat on the way.
And that's the whole thing. Let's hear it.
Parallel compression, YouTube straight flexing, automated delay, more heat on the way.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment below your personal vocal mixing tips. I would love to hear them. And that's the end of the video.
If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a like. If you really like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, leave. Just leave. Get out of here.